today I have a very fun guest. I'll have to tell you how I met her, but let's just introduce her. Her name is Chevy, and she is an esthetician for 30 plus years. She's incredible. And how I met her is I have ringlets for eyebrows. Ringlets.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. A friend of mine called me and said, she's my best friend in the world. And she said, Betsy, like, you have got to get an eyebrow lamination. Have you heard about this? And I was like, no.
That's a good
She's
friend.
like, yeah, it's a good friend, right?
Yeah, she
She's
could
like,
say that.
This is so bad. Like your eyebrows, you gotta get, because when I used to have to cut them so short, like I had none. Because they were like, da, 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 da.
Trimming the curl.
And I went and found you and booked an appointment and came and got my eyebrows done.
Fixed.
And then I
Yeah.
started texting you after. Oh my God. I can't believe my eyebrows. I mean, I looked crazy.
Okay, well, I see a lot. So crazy on my spectrum is a little different. They're good now.
It's so funny. And then after, when I came in, I'm laying there and I'm spilling my entire life to you. And then you're spilling your life to me. And then you start laughing. I start laughing. And I'm like, this girl has the same laugh as me.
I know. It was so funny. It was like that hour. I knew you forever.
I
Right?
know. We talked about our whole lives together. Remember, I was moving and I was a hot mess. You're like, where do you live? And I'm like, I'm homeless, actually. I have a lot of stuff in my car right now. It was such a mess. My life has been a disaster.
Now you're
for
still
probably a
moving,
year.
kind of.
Yeah, I still am.
mom. Yeah.
Yes. And by the way, I just had movers come pick up a ton of furniture to ship it out because my mom's moving in.
Right.
So I'm still dealing with movers and it's so hot right now. I'm like,
my God, I know.
Here's more water. Here's a banana. Take your clothes off. Jump in the pool.
Please take your clothes off and jump in the pool.
I told them. They're like, that's okay. And I'm like, Steve, I'm calling myself. I'm like, these guys won't jump in the pool and they're like sweating really bad. And he's like, Betsy, I don't think these guys want to get freaking naked in front of you. And jump in the pool.
You're like, the tip's going to go up.
The tip went up. I felt so bad. They were so grateful for the tip, but then they had 2 other jobs. And I was like, oh gosh, I hope these people tip them
Yeah.
because it's really hard in this heat.
100%. Those
I know.
slippery hands.
Here's a question I have for you. Is
Yeah.
this heat going to make our skin better at least?
It depends if you're in the sun or not.
Oh,
The sun is so
yeah.
crazy right now. So obviously, big person to tell you about SPF. Don't forget your SPF all the time. You got to be reapplying it right now.
I know.
Even in the car.
Even in the car. How often do you apply SPF? By the way, don't ask. I cannot tell you.
I'm not going to ask you.
It's bad.
But you know what? There's several kinds. You don't have to just get like the white cream. Like there's ones that's a mineral. You can just dust it on throughout the day so it kind of absorbs oil.
Do you do that? Do you dust it on? Well, you're an esthetician. You know how to do face stuff.
Right.
You do dust it on though all day?
Myself?
Yeah.
No, I don't. No, I put it on, but then if I'm in my work, you know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm in
yeah.
my room all day. It's dark in there. So if I'm out and about though, I take like a spritz one. I'll spray it on.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
That is so smart. I have to tell you, your room is so comfortable.
Thank you.
Like whenever I am laying in your room, I'm like, this is peace. It is so nice in there and cozy. I could live.
Well, until we start talking.
It's still wonderful. It's still so
that
great.
makes me so happy.
It's so fun there. And don't you love how every time I'm getting my eyebrows laminated, I'm like, Oh God, I forgot. Can you trim them too at the end? I'm like, oh, wait, can you pluck them too? I'm the worst client ever. You're like, okay, this is going from an hour to 2 now, Betsy. Like,
Now I just know your role. Yeah. Now I just know. I'm like, it's already done.
yeah, I've done it. Pay the bill. Goodbye. Get out. I do need to come get a facial, and I've been saying that.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
super excited for your facials because I have literally seen you do transformations on people. I'm shocked at your befores and afters of transformations that you have done on people's skin.
Thank you. Well, guess what? There's even crazier ones, but those people don't want me showing their pictures.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it makes sense because
Yeah.
now they look so good. Yeah. I would
Yes.
show the before and after on my eyebrows. I'll try to find a curly eyebrow. I don't care. I honestly, I will be honest. I want to give my biggest secret out, and you are a huge, big secret
Aw,
to me.
Thank you so much.
But I want to share it because I know that there are people that have
Right.
insanely crazy looking eyebrows.
Yeah.
And I've told my friends who even just have straight eyebrows, regular eyebrows, you need to do the lamination. And here's why. It keeps them up. Like you don't
Right.
have to like go,
Right.
it's not like, and I got to put 20 pounds of gel. I put a little gel on once a day and they
then it
stay from the
stays.
lamination.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
But you know
perfect.
what? Some people have crazier brows than you. I've had clients that have like, I'm like, now I can't think of the word, cowlicks in their eyebrows.
Oh.
And I'm all, that's crazy. But you can do a lamination. You can fix it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know what those are because you get them in your hair too.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like a spiral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you make it look like it's not there.
Right.
With the oh gosh, that's just
Right.
I love
Some
no,
magic.
it's crazy what you can do today
I know.
to fix things.
I know.
It's insane. And I always feel like, why not? Like if it makes you feel better, I feel so much better having like a shape of an eyebrow.
I mean, that's such a little thing. It's not like you're having plastic surgery.
Yeah, well, I would, but
I'm not saying anything's wrong with it, but I mean, this is maintenance. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Really, it's
Yeah.
it's like getting a pedicure. It's like
yeah, it
taking care of
is.
yourself.
Yeah, and feeling good about
Yeah.
yourself and waking up and feeling good. I mean, that's an important part, and that's what you give. That's your job.
It is, yeah.
Like I love that. When you walked up, I was like, hot digging at the outfit. You always look good.
Aw, thank you.
But that is a part of your job,
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta like keep it going.
Well, you know what? It's like I broke up with a friend recently because she was always saying mean things about me being the pretty girl. I'm like, but this is my hobby. This is what I do. It's like I do several hours of self-care a day, really, like between working out and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Meditating and like doing skincare and stuff. Most people don't do that.
Most people don't do that. I like last night, I didn't work out for like 4 days, and I was like, I don't care if I get killed on the streets of LA. I'm going for a walk late at night. I had to get out for a walk. I
Yeah.
was dying.
I know.
And, it's like with all the craziness going on here, you just never know what you're going to get caught up in.
How long were you gone?
Well, until I saw the craziest person on the street, I was like, up, turning around. Not passing you. Did you just touch your penis for real? Like, oh my God. I called my friend. I was like, working out.
Yeah, you see a lot of that here, huh?
It's so weird. Like, why would you touch anywhere near your penis when there's a girl around?
No.
People are insane.
So insane. I've seen so many people without pants on here. I'm just like,
We don't want to see. We don't. Please get a towel. I'm literally going to start throwing towels to people. I don't want to see another penises. I have one penis at home. And
that's plenty. Is that plenty?
it's like, my God.
Oh my God.
People. And actually, you're out dating, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I'm like, I swear, I'm looking at you. You're going to date a younger guy. Like, you need, yes.
I tried dating my age. It doesn't work so well.
It's so, you know what? It's so hard. It's just hard.
Yeah.
Like my husband's probably going to kill me if I say this, but I've been telling him, you need to get a vasectomy.
Seems fair.
Yeah, because he's too
Does
old
he want to
now.
have kids?
No, we're so past that
Yeah.
point. I was always going to adopt anyway.
I heard that podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I took a foster kid. About that story.
You
another
did?
time.
Oh my gosh, you did.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It was rough.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough because it's like,
She was 17. She'd been through so much. Yeah.
oh,
It was hard. Different.
I know. You have a daughter though.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll be 30 this year.
That's crazy.
I know.
And this is why, how often should people get facials? Like that
Every
is
month.
insane. Every month. Every month.
Ideally, every month. Yeah.
I need to do that. I need to get on the schedule with you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm scheduling
Let's
my
get
next.
you in this week.
I have to. And then I'm going to post the before and after with no makeup. Who wants to see me with no makeup?
I do.
You have. You have.
You're beautiful.
Well, I mean, everybody has a bunch of flaws, but I try to keep it going as best as I can. But I have gotten into the sunscreen regimen this year.
Good.
I've been very serious about it. Not so serious previous years, but this year I've been very serious about it because what I've noticed is I get super tan if I go on the sun. And I get these little, what are those little melasma or something here and here. And it's like, nightmare.
Yeah. No, SPF, that'll definitely stop it.
Yeah.
This is a weird private question maybe for all your listeners, but are you on birth control?
No.
Okay, because that'll trigger melasma sometimes.
Does birth control trigger it?
Hormones, like even if you have a baby, a lot of times people get melasma from that.
Yeah, I have friends that had kids that just had melasma all over their face.
They call it the pregnancy mask.
Really? And now, is that more melanin in your skin you get melasma or less melanin in your skin? Or is it just
It's
everybody?
hormonal.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's hormonal.
It's hormonal.
I always
Yeah.
wondered, what is it? Is it just because I get tan that I get it?
Well, it is like obviously like a protection from the sun, but that's only one trigger. There's many different reasons people get it. And
Yeah.
it can even like you have a big zit, you pick at it, and then you have a scab, and then you go in the sun. It's like you have that condensation of skin cells and everything, so then you'll get like a darker scar, the hyperpigmentation.
I get that. If I get one zit, I get hyperpigmentation. Why me? Can I tell you this? I'm so bummed about this. This is so terrible. I am really still very upset about this. I had a mole right here.
Okay.
Okay. And it had like a bump under it. And I was like, oh my God, I have skin cancer. I got to get to the doctor. I'm going to die. Like I was so stressed out because I was working dog rescue then and I was always busy.
Right.
And she was like, that's a weird bump. I wonder if I have ADHD, so I'll just throw 20 other stories in one and go back. And then 20 minutes later, I'll be like, back to story A. And she cut this mole off because she's like, that is a strange bump.
Right.
I did not realize. I think I know it was a cystic pimple under it, and I just was not catching on.
It wasn't a mole.
It was a
it was
cystic zit under my mole.
It can happen. No,
Did
it
that
can
happen?
Yeah.
And I
happen.
lost my mole, and my face looks different ever since. I look
Like
different.
it? Or you're like, who is that?
I don't think I like it. I don't, but it's been 3 or 4 years since it happened. And this is so funny. You've met my friend Lorraine, Latin girl. She's like my best friend. This is so funny. We have been friends forever. I get in her car and I just say, it had been 2 years since I got this mole cut off. And I go like this to her. Lorraine, I just feel like I look so different. I'm wondering if I should get this mole tattooed back on my face. And she goes, oh my God. I look at you all the time and I go, what is different about me?
Oh my God, that is so funny.
I'm like, You just noticed. You've been looking at me for 2 years.
Was it on that side of the car?
It was on this side.
No excuse.
This girl has been looking at me.
So funny.
Like, oh my.
You could just get a little filler in there, or put a little bump. Voila.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what people have said. You should get filler and put that little mole back. I might do it. Let's see. It might
That
happen.
is so funny. No, I've had some clients so gross with like a big old blackhead. I had a lady one time, I'm trying to extract it. She's like, that's a mole. I'm like, actually, it's not.
No.
Actually, it's not. Yeah, sometimes people come in with Dr. Pimple Popper style, like just they've never had a facial. They have a blackhead growing for 10 years. Yeah.
I've seen that on people where they just have and it sticks out.
Yeah.
It's like builds like a
Huge.
clear bubble over it. Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You have to take care of that. I mean, this is a hard job.
My job?
Yes, because
My job?
you have to tell people.
Well, you know
yeah.
what? I've had to learn not to say as much because I'll be in line at the store. I'm like, oh, she needs me bad. And I'll go give somebody my card and they get offended.
Why would they get offended? I would be like, oh my God, thank you for helping me.
You know,
know?
and I do have a few clients like that. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen that before and after on my Insta of the girl with really bad acne and now her skin's clear. She's a model now. She just did a Too Faced shoot yesterday, actually. And I literally met her at work. She was getting a massage. I'm like, hey, let me come talk to me, kid. Yeah.
Wow. And now she's been able to have like a career with her face.
Right.
I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
For me, I'm being honest with you. I want someone to tell me.
I do too.
I really do.
Yeah.
I remember when I was growing up, I grew up really poor. Okay. And I was shopping at this store called Rave where you could get
Okay.
shirts for $2.99 and $3.99 on sale.
Right.
And I had this long sleeve bodysuit and we went to a sock hop and we were like dancing and I was lifting my arms and all my friends were like, oh my God, Betsy, woo! Like making me lift my arms through the whole place. And then later that night, I saw I had holes all in. Why would you just tell me you have holes? You bitch.
They're all taking pictures.
Yeah. And girls are so mean like that. And I feel like if you were to walk up to me and give me your card, then I would immediately know that you're a person that is like, look, let me help you here.
Right.
Why not? Like
Right.
you and people should care enough to take the help. Like come to the session.
Yeah. Just check it out.
Let's fix this problem.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's hard being a girl too. Like we
Yeah.
were just talking about the Barbie movie before we started. And it's like, there's like all this pressure on it's not like we have pressure on us to look good. We want to look good.
Right.
Because
You feel good.
yeah, you feel good.
Yeah.
And so there is something about like doing these things to make you feel good, but it's, and now this Barbie movie is out. Are you dressing like Barbie? You're dressed like Barbie
I already
today.
dressed like Barbie.
That's what I said on the phone to my husband last night. I'm like, oh, now this Barbie movie's out. I've been dressing like Barbie for 100 years, and now everybody else is joining the party.
Yes, girl. My original email is sparklypink@hotmail.
Shut up. Sparkly pink
Yeah.
at Hotmail. My original email that my husband really does not like was French kissing boys at yahoo.com. He was like, this is not your email. This is not your email. He made me change it.
What a party pooper. Was it at Hotmail?
It was at Hotmail. Everybody had Hotmail. Remember? Everybody.
Everybody.
Was it at Hotmail or Yahoo? No, I think it was at Hotmail. I can't remember. Oh, it was at Yahoo.
Okay.
Yahoo. French kissing boys at yahoo.com. So stupid. Oh, God. Back in the young single days. Remember, like I always tell people this because it's so funny. Remember when like you were in your 20s and you would go to lunch with your girlfriends and you would sit around and you would talk about all the boys you made out with or the boys you were talking to. And then when you were like 30s, you were like talking about all the aging secrets. What should we be doing? Like the boy conversation just disappeared. It was like, what do we need?
No, I go to lunch with my friends, and I just get attacked. Okay, what do we need? What do we need? You know, and it's like half the time I can tell they don't really want to know.
It's funny because it's like, it is, that's the conversation. And you like, you have to share the juice. You know what I mean? Right? You have to share the juice. We all need to know.
I'm happy to.
You do. You told me, let's do an enzyme facial on you. Like, let's break some stuff up, get your skin. And I do need, and I'm coming to do that. I've had a wreck of a week because I'm trying to get my mom situated. My mom. But once.
Then you'll need a facial.
Oh, yeah. I'll need a hand shoal. Can you do?
I can.
I was like,
yeah.
So funny. So what is like one product that you cannot live without? One product. Man. What is your favorite product in the whole world?
Products are hard because I switch up so much. I think that's one of the secrets. So your skin doesn't just get like vitamins, you know, it's like if you just take vitamin C all the time, your body gets used to it. So different things work for different things. Like right now with the sun, obviously lots of vitamin C. Where in the winter we can do more of the retinols and that kind of stuff. So for me, I would say my biggest secret is facials more than a product because I do a lot of microneedling on myself. I do microneedling with stem cell infusion, which is
you
big
do.
Secret. Yeah,
I want that. So can you tell the truth right now? Microneedling with stem cell will change your life. It takes years off of the face.
Absolutely.
Years.
I get rid of scarring. I get rid of, any, like when I start seeing lines or something, I'll just go in and do a microneedling treatment.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like in 2 days, you're just feeling all lifted. I developed a special treatment. It's the best. It's the one I do on myself. And it's got the microneedling with stem cells, LED, oxygen, radio frequency. So we're lifting, we're infusing, everything good.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. Let's do it.
I'm going to do that. I'm telling you, people should really come to you and get this. I'm serious because I have seen befores and afters of microneedling with the stem cell, and it literally is like, wow, did you literally just take 5+ years off?
Yeah.
Like that is how, when people say, why don't people have under eye wrinkles?
Right.
I've talked to people who do this all the time.
Right.
And this is what they say. It gets rid of all this.
Right.
It smooths all this out. Your skin looks like a baby's butt after.
The cool thing is just it builds the collagen, which we lose so rapidly. You know, I think when you're infant, your skin cells reproduce so rapidly that every day your full body is new skin cells. By the time you're like 5, it takes like a month. By the time you're my age, I'm practically dead. No, no, it takes, months to fully reproduce all that. So anything you can do to speed up that process really helps with anti-aging.
Yeah.
I don't do really fillers, things like that. I get Botox right here regularly so I don't look mean, but that's really it. It's all microneedling and stem cells, radio frequency, all the stuff I do on myself.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't need filler.
Thank you.
You don't. Your face is, every time I come in, I'm like, because I see you without makeup.
No, totally.
And I'm like, this girl is like, your skin just glows. And I'm like, wow. That's what it is. It's that micro needling.
It is.
Well, and the radio frequency, obviously, and all of that. But
And I mean, I do use like medical grade products.
yeah, but I
yeah.
love that you're honest and you say, I think you have to switch your products around.
Absolutely.
Because people never say that. People just push their own products on you and they're like, just keep using my product.
And it's like one line of 5 products, you know?
Yes.
To be honest with you, though, I think the biggest thing is consistency, doing something. Because I get women in there, maybe in their 80s, they've done nothing but ponds for 80 years or something. And it's like, they're looking pretty good for never having a facial, for never, having a treatment, but they've washed their face twice a day. They religiously put on their ponds.
Wow.
And a lot of it has to do with even the application, massaging and that kind of stuff. It's going to get that circulation going. It's going to help your muscle tone.
Oh, that's
Lymph
interesting.
drainage. Like even when I apply my products, I'm doing some lymph drainage in there and doing some different massage techniques to help lift and drain.
Wow.
I'll show you.
I have to say that lymphatic drainage thing.
Yeah.
I guarantee you a lot of people do not know about that.
Right. Well, wait till you come in for your facial. I have a machine I do it with in the facial, and it's like cupping. It feels so good. I call it octopus kisses.
Wow. Okay. I feel like I want to video my facial live with you just to like
let's
put it
do
on like as a bonus. We'll just have our conversation. We'll do the facial. We'll do it live and we'll throw it up.
That would be so fun.
So people can kind of get an idea.
Absolutely.
Also, like what you do, what they should be doing, and it'll be like a tag to the episode.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
let's do it.
I think so because I have lighting too. Find your light. No, I just turn it on. I'm sorry. So I have to ask you something because this is such a funny thing, and it's mostly in LA. I feel like, but it's not all over the world. But do you know how like we don't want to be called Mrs. or ma'am in LA?
Right.
Like if somebody goes, "Excuse me, Mrs. Chevy,
Miss.
Miss Chevy," you're like, no, just Auntie.
Yeah.
Auntie.
That's so funny. Yes.
Yeah, I swear to God, I'm like buying gifts for everyone's kids, and I'm like, Auntie. But like all these other states, it's like, oh no, do not. I am Mrs.
All my daughter's friends call me Chevy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, our mom too.
Yeah, exactly. My other mom.
Because it's like such a thing here. And
It is.
It's like we don't like it. I don't know why. It sounds like crusty and like
Well, I wish I could remember where I was the other day, and they said, they called me Miss. They go, "Is it Ms. or Mrs.?" I'm all, "Miss." And he goes, "No." Yeah. There's another option. Oh, mister.
so funny. I can't. It's fucking everybody in LA is like, just call us girl. Hey, girl, come here.
Right?
When people call me, go, that woman, I'm like, who? Me?
That's my mom's name.
Am I a woman?
No, literally this year when I realized, people are like, how do you feel turning 50? I'm like, actually, I didn't even think about it because I was so thrown that my daughter's turning 30. I'm like, whoa, that means I'm an adult. I think I'm a miss now. If she's 30, I'm old.
But it's so weird because it's like our generation I feel like is so young in the head. Like we really look
Totally.
at us, look at our
Totally.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I mean, I think Aunt B was younger than me, right? When she was on that show, like
which one
Mayberry,
was that?
what was it, Andy Griffith? Remember
Oh,
the
I
cute
never
old aunt?
watched
Oh,
that.
you didn't?
No.
Yeah, she had like gray hair and a bun, and, and I think she was younger than me, like 10 years younger.
That's so great. But life has changed so
Right.
much since then. I feel like back then, remember they used to tell women, like, oh, when you're 40, you're over the hill. Like
Right.
it was like,
Oh, yeah.
I remember when my mom used to be like, oh my God, I'm 35. No one's going to marry me. I have 4 kids at 35. My dad left.
I mean, my mom told me that when I was 20. I was so old, no one was going to have me.
See?
Right.
It's like
That's
that
their generation. Mm-hmm.
And our generation is like, F you. We don't give a shit how old we are. We're going to be twerking off the wall.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Like, why not? Like, why? But why age yourself and grow up?
Exactly.
You know?
Right.
It's like, who's going to do that? And plus, God, I cannot even believe you just said how old you are. Like, I'm like, holy shit, I really do need to go.
Well, when I first started in the business, I've been licensed since '89. I was 16, and nowhere wanted to hire a 16-year-old esthetician, right? So I would say I got a job. These sweet gay guys let me come work for them. Like, thank God. But I was probably like 20, and I remember I was lying. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm 29." Like, so people would like actually take me seriously. So I always lied and said I was older. So then.
So funny because isn't it weird how like when I was young like that and I looked older, so everyone always thought I was older, and I lied and said I was older. But but I thought, oh God, am I gonna look really old when I get it? And I was like, no, actually, I look about the same.
I mean, I think I look the same as I did.
I think you do.
Thanks.
You look incredible.
Aw, thank you.
You really do. It's mind blowing how good you
Thank you.
look. And now we know you've got the juice. This is where
That's
we go.
right. I got the juice.
I'm racing to come to you. I found the fountain of youth.
Well, and you know what? I tell all my girls, it's like, you need to come to me. You need to be honest about your lifestyle. I'm like, I'm here to work with what you got. It's like, if you're a person that's out on a boat every day, I'm not going to tell you not to do that. We're going to figure out the best solutions to help your skin and still maintain what you do.
Which is smart, because it's like nobody's going to change. Let's be real.
I get crazy when people come in and they're like, oh, I wash my face and I put on moisturizer. And I went to get a facial and she gave me a 10-step routine. I'm like, that makes no sense. Nobody's going to just make that jump. It's like, you got to start with what you have, give them something that's going to work. Yes. And then that's like inspiring to do another step,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the problem with me is like finding a routine when I'm already tired. I have braces that I still wear. Like, I have to put
on your teeth?
I have to wear braces. I've been wearing braces for 15 years.
Like, that's pretty teeth.
They're still not fully straight. We're working it out.
Wait, my dentist just told me I need braces.
You're
I'm
kidding.
like,
You have perfect teeth.
How at 50 is all of a sudden I need braces?
You do not need braces. Why? Your teeth are gorgeous.
Well, thank you. I was all irritated. I'm like, I need a second opinion here. But I mean, I get what he's saying. But this one was hardcore pressuring me. He wanted me to get Invisalign today, pay up front. I'm just like, no.
I have to be honest with you. I did get Invisalign, and I'm really bummed about it. I feel like I want my money back. My teeth were never straight. It was always like confusion here, confusion there. Is this the tooth we're supposed to shave it? And it was like, when I got to the last retainer, I was like, they're not straight. And I really wanted my money back.
Yeah. How long did you
I had to
wear
go
them?
to another dentist, and I got these they're metal retainers in the front, and they're metal braces in the back, and the metal pushes your teeth around while the retainer holds them. Yeah. I wear it every night.
That sounds rough. To install.
Yeah.
Your husband's all cranky.
My mom calls them my teeth. She's always like, did you put your teeth in your mouth? Put your teeth in your mouth. I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm going to put my teeth in my mouth. Now my husband's like, you forgot to put your teeth in your mouth. Everybody's calling my braces my
That's
teeth.
so funny.
My teeth are in my mouth.
You guys are manifesting me to have dentures. Stop.
My mom dental flossed my teeth until I was 11 years old.
Oh
my mom
my
was
God.
like, lay on my lap. Come on, come on.
Putting her foot down.
Yeah, I have the strongest gums in the world. It felt like a Mack truck was hitting me in
calluses in there.
I tell people that, and I'm like, in first grade, I said to my mom, what is the word sex? It's when a man sticks a penis in a woman's vagina and don't tell your fucking friends. And I'm like, ah! Yet I was still getting my teeth dental floss. She would be like, did you bathe yourself? Yes. Okay, I'm going to bathe you again, scrub it. But I knew everything about sex, this, that.
That is
and I was
so
still
funny.
getting, yeah.
Well, I'm not proud of this, but hey, I'll share. My mom put me in kindergarten late because she still breastfed me till I was like almost 6. Isn't that so gross?
I don't know.
Hey, Mom, bring it.
It's really common, actually. It's really, I have friends that when I lived in Miami that breastfed their kids till they were 6, 7.
Are you
Sometimes I'm
serious?
not kidding. Yes,
I've never met anybody else.
You've
Okay.
Oh, I breastfed till I was
I don't
2
really
and a
tell
half.
people, though.
You don't?
I mean, I think I had my big girl teeth in. No.
Till you were 6?
Yeah.
My mom would be like, that's incredible. Because she just kept popping kids out. She was like, woo, woo, woo. So she had to wean this one and get
Right?
this one on. She was breastfeeding
God.
for years because she had 4 of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was
How far
like-
apart are they?
With 2.5 years, but my brother was much older. He was much older, but she was breastfeeding us, and I think she probably breastfed my younger sister longer. But it's like a hippie thing.
I was
do.
gonna say, yeah, it's a total.
It's like a
hippie thing.
total hippie. It was
Yeah.
like the hippies, and the hippies had it right in a lot of ways. They did. They were like environmentalists.
I mean, I think that's where barefoot and pregnant came from.
Well, now that I left the South, I'm still barefoot, but barefoot in socks. I'm like walking to people's cars. I'm like, you need a permit in my neighborhood here, in my socks all the time. Crazy.
I still go barefoot. I'm like, yeah, no, I grew up like that. It's like I gotta feel the ground with my feet.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually, apparently, there's some new study that like walking on dirt and grass with your feet is called grounding or something.
I mean, yeah.
Is that what they say? It's like balances you, your mental, your
Right,
body.
like
It's
your
supposed to be really
energy.
good. Yes.
Yeah.
They say go to a park and walk. They. Who's they, Betsy? Who's they? I don't know. I read it online. They, an article I read. Whoever
The
they
Inquirer.
wrote it. I always do that. They say, the article on Apple News that I read 2 years ago.
No, have you ever been to Asia? It's like a practice. Like people go out onto the sidewalk. There's like that little patch of grass in between the street and the sidewalk, and they'll be standing there to get grounded in the morning doing their exercises, like
Really? Yeah.
getting everything flowing.
Oh man, listen, Chinese medicine to me
Right?
is everything.
Everything.
People, but ancient, real, like
Right.
not this, like eat a rhino horn. No, like not that stuff. The real, they had the diet and everything.
yeah,
right? The
absolutely.
vegetables, like barely no
Mind,
meat,
body.
rice,
Yeah.
peas. They have it. They just have it right.
Oh, 100%.
Acupuncture. Now we do that.
Right.
That is old, ancient.
Ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is
all the herbs.
Oh, the herbs. Let me tell you.
Tell me.
Honest, I could not get rid of a bladder infection when I was in my 20s. Could not. And I was working a lot back then, and I was on set, and this makeup artist said, you have to go to this place. She wrote the name down, and it was a Chinese doctor. I went to him, and you know what he did? He said, this is why you're not getting rid of it, because the antibiotic takes the good bacteria
Right.
out of your gut, which is now an American
Now they
doctor-
don't give them like they used
Yes.
to. They used to love to dole those out.
And now they tell you, take this gut pill that like they give you what I got from the Chinese doctor back then, which I'm telling you, they had it right first.
And remember when we were kids, I mean, I'm a little older than you, but doctors would just totally be like, no, that's BS. Ancient Chinese medicine, it's like, no, they did not think, but now they work so much together, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's so much. And we have to be like that. We have to start to realize like, we should come together, work together, and figure it out together and put all of our tools on the table.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Teamwork makes dream work.
That's my favorite thing.
I worked at Hooters.
Hey.
It was all teamwork. You would have been a great Hooter girl. Like, you would have been like me, one of the main trainers.
Totally. I couldn't do those shorts with pantyhose. Those pantyhose were all tan.
You could wear that today. Oh, yeah, the tan pantyhose.
You know what? I was a cigarette girl at Caesars for when I was young, and you had to wear those pantyhose. And I remember the first night I showed up, and I had, like, taupe that matched my skin color. They made me borrow a girl's pantyhose.
Shut up,
brown.
No. You need tan legs, yeah.
And with those clear plastic shoes,
those are back in style.
Totally. Yeah.
Totally. My sister just bought me a pair of clear shoes. I'm like, I have to get my toes done before I put these on. She bought me a pair. They're actually cute, but I'm like, how did this come back?
Girl, everything right now is like when I was young.
Yeah.
All the 90s stuff.
Oh, man. Don't you wish you would have saved half of it? You would be like rocking the good shit. The
I think all the time about stuff I've gotten rid of, but
you can't be a hoarder.
Exactly.
Nobody wants a hoarder.
My other favorite show.
I watched that show like 3 times. I got such extreme anxiety from it. No. I was like, I'm done with this. Like, the anxiety was so bad. I was like, trying to go to sleep. I was like, oh my God. Because I'm like freaking out trying to get my own, like the hoarding out of my own house from the move. I'm like, I'm never going to cook again. I'm never going to be in the kitchen.
My daughter wouldn't clean her room when she was little, so I'd put that on while we were cleaning, which maybe wasn't good, but.
It's just like, I don't want to be like this. This is what's around the corner for me.
Like, well, it was when we found like mouse droppings in her room. I was like, okay. Like, maybe like this is what could happen, Dulcie.
No, it really could, because you start to like you get in this flow and you just bring more in. It just, people don't understand how it happens. It takes years. It's just like bringing more in, not wanting to get rid of stuff. It's good to cleanse, to teach it early.
Right,
you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think
so.
And
then I watch that show, and sometimes I get real emotionally involved, and then I'll deep dive to see what happened to the people afterwards.
Don't they start hoarding again sometimes?
Oh, yeah, I think most of the time. Yeah.
Oh, the refrigerators is what got me. I was like, oh my God, you're eating out of that.
They have a whole series, I guess, on hoarders that's animal hoarders. That's the worst one, because like how many dead cats they can find in their house.
I know, my God. And they don't go to jail for it.
And the cat's all flat.
Like, I got it. Oh my God, I've never. And it's like it probably, the truth is, I think they're pets. They've died of natural causes.
Right.
And they're just there.
And the smell is already so bad from the other 8 that are spread around the house. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so, you know what's crazy?
There was one where they kept finding false teeth. It's
No.
Your braces.
No. Shut up. They found false teeth all over. Oh my God. I would die. I feel like we need to do a part 2 of this podcast. because we have a lot more to talk about.
Right?
And we're like out of time today. But you have to tell everyone where they can find you. I mean, I know on Instagram you're at Chevy Skincare.
At Chevy Skincare, yeah. I have a studio in Beverly Hills, 8681 Wilshire Boulevard. It's called Chevy Skincare.
Woo! And you guys, it's such a nice, cozy, comfy place. And let's seriously record when you do my facial.
Yeah, let's do it.
We could video a eyebrow lamination because I religiously go to you now. And I'm so glad you did this.
Thank you so much.
It's such a big
is so
deal.
fun.
Yeah. No, because I was like, I really want to have you on from the first time I met you. I was like, I'm going to start doing my podcast again. And I wanted to because it's like such a cool thing to have someone come give the advice and the secrets.
Thank you. Well, we just got along so well. I mean, try to shut us up when we're together.
Thank you so much for being
Thank you so
here.
much for having me, Betsy. This has been a blast.
I love you.
I love you too.
Mwah.
Mwah.
She's mad.